Welcome to episode 2 of the Boxed In podcast. Today we have our first guest, Flavio Rodriguez.
What's up, guys?
You put the accent on that, huh?
I try my best, bro.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Am I doing all right?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, thanks. How you doing today, man?
Not cool, you know.
You're looking trim, man.
You're
losing that weight. I mean,
still fat though.
From the last time I saw you, though.
Oh yeah. I lost a lot of weight since then.
Yeah. Calm down. So we know you have a fight coming up.
March 16. Mikey versus Errol Spence. So
on the undercard of the big show.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That is a big show right there.
Yeah.
How many people are going to be in the stadium?
I think it's 80,000, but I don't know if that's right. I need to actually.
I think
it's
selling 80,000 tickets to a boxing show, but it's a big stadium.
Well, you don't. Yeah, I mean, we don't know this is a huge fight, especially for Texas. I'm sure they're excited.
Well, a lot of Mexicans close. It's Texas. There's a lot of Mexicans, and that's Errol Spence where he's from, so it should be pretty packed.
People come out for Mikey. They're going to support Mikey.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that fight. We talked a lot about that fight on our last episode, and it's kind of cool to have someone who will be part of the production.
Yeah.
Here on the show. Is this your first time being on a show that big of that scale?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest.
You fought on some Roy Jones promotions cards, right? And, a couple of local cards.
Yeah, but none
of them
have been that big.
This is a huge fight.
Yeah, and I haven't even fought at the Staples Center or any of that yet.
What about Carson?
None. I haven't even fought there either.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I was supposed to fight at the Staples Center one time, but then I was a little heavy.
Okay.
So we just didn't take that. Yeah.
What's your take on the Mikey Garcia fight with Errol? You
know what? I hope Mikey wins.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I sparred him and all that.
No.
Actually, when he was getting ready, who was he? Sergey Lipinets?
Oh, Lipinets, yeah.
Lipinets. I don't know how to say his name.
Sergey Lipinets.
Sergey, there he goes, yeah. I was his sparring partner, and, honestly, I think I'm just too big for Mikey, like, weight-wise, and, is the frame as a 147.
Surprising.
And, Errol, I've seen him at the MGM before, and he's fucking huge, dude.
I saw him recently, too. He's a big dude. He's like 5'9".
He's way bigger than me. He looks bigger than 5'9", yeah. And then he's like,
ripped,
so I think he just might be too big for Mikey. Yeah. But I'm hoping for...
Yeah, we were talking about this craft-wise. I was kind of saying that I think that Mikey has a better craft, but that size and strength is...
That's what's going to make the difference to me. Yeah, that's what I think. But sparring Mikey, he has a sneaky-ass jab and a right hand, which might be able to line up good with, with Errol being the lefty. But like I said, the size, and I think Errol's going to take it like nothing.
Yeah, there was a point in the Peterson fight. You watched when Errol fought Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that he took a shot from Peterson, he smiled.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, man.
And I heard Peterson's pretty strong, too.
Yeah, supposedly he broke Floyd's. One of the Peterson brothers broke Floyd Mayweather's ribs in sparring.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear about that.
That was kind of the hearsay, right?
Yeah. No, I never heard of that. But
that's why you never see tape of any.
Nah, it's so much stuff you hear and you kind of don't know where it's coming from. But yeah, we all obviously want Mikey's from Southern California and Oxnard in Moreno Valley. Now we all want him to do well.
Yeah. That's more exciting.
I'm hoping for him to win, but like I said, since I sparred Mikey before, it's just that size. Yeah. I don't see it happening, but.
So you were Roy Jones Jr.
For a point.
Yeah, so right. Roy Jones Jr. Every time you can't mention Roy Jones Jr. and not talk about he has the best highlight tape probably ever on YouTube. Of any fighter that I've. Like, he is definitely the best highlight reel. Him and Julian Jackson, I feel like.
Oh, though that's a fucking knockout reel.
Yeah.
That's pretty much Roy is too, but I mean, but I feel like
the flash is bigger for Roy,
Roy might have been the most athletic fighter to ever fight.
You could argue that,
Yeah.
Can't really think of anybody else at this moment, but you could say he's probably the...
There were stories that he was like playing basketball all day, and then I remember when he fought Vinny Panzania.
That's the guy from the movie, right?
Yeah, from the movie. Yeah. But he played ball all day and then went out and...
Pazienza.
Yeah, is it?
Or Pazienza for my nonna if she's watching.
Yeah. Went out there and did what he did, but I always felt like if Roy would have been forever 28, like he didn't age, he'd still be world champion.
Easy.
It was
he just needs to retire, dude. I see him.
Is there another fight coming?
No,
I thought he was
done.
He fought back at Sarasota where he started his career, and I thought he was closing it out there.
I know he's putting on one weight right now.
I hope so, but since I think they signed with the UFC TV.
Okay.
So I have a feeling he's gonna come back.
Yeah, I saw they had a card last week on UFC Fight Pass or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Company.
But I don't know, dude. It's just I have a feeling he's gonna come back again, which I don't think he should have.
Yeah, go out as the legend as you are, and I'm not gonna knock, Nazim Richardson, Bernard Hopkins trainer. I had a conversation with him one time when I asked about him a question about Bernard Hopkins on why he hadn't retired, and this is what he said to me. It's pretty funny. He says, "When you're taking a shit, does anybody ask you to get off the toilet?" And he says he's not ready to get off the toilet. Yeah. So, at that moment, I looked at Nazim. I think he's got that. So I'm looking at Nazim and I'm saying, okay, well,
it's an all-time quote.
Yeah, that's an all-time quote right there. He saw there was some sense to him. So the same thing with Roy. Obviously, we just want Roy to have his faculties and his health. And Were you training at the gym in Las Vegas?
Oh no. I just not even like when I went to go fight over there for them.
Okay.
Like I was at the Top Rank gym. Because the Capetillos, they have a...
The brother of Javier Jr., right?
Yeah. Well, not brother. I think they're cousins.
Cousin.
But, so he opened up the gym. It was closed down just for us. So that was perfect.
And then you stepped away from boxing for a while, right?
Oh, yeah. Like 5 years.
Okay, wait. Tell us
it was that long? I thought it was just a year or two.
Nah, it was 5 years, dude.
5 years,
yeah, it's like I had my pro debut. Then, I was waiting for another fight. And, like... the dates came, but then something happened where the opponent didn't show up, or something just happened.
Yeah,
and then,
it's boxing. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, and I got tired of being on weight, and then I just kind of went over here and started eating a little bit, and then I just got fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I went up to 230 pounds. Dude,
oh wow!
Fighting at 147 to 230 pounds.
Oh okay.
So and then so I actually stopped fighting for 4 years. That 5th year was mainly me getting the weight down.
Yeah, getting the weight down. Yeah, which is I think a good thing. I mean, talking about Maidana might make a comeback.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's gonna be hard to lose that weight.
Yeah, but
if they do it a little, if Maidana gets the right look at maybe 68, and then
the right fights just to be going down, then I could see that happening. It's a possibility. Maybe just do it at 154 fight.
Yeah, but you can't jump down. You can't.
Oh no, that's I once I came back, the first fight I took was at 160.
Okay.
And then, obviously it was a bum, but,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was just to get me down. Yeah, it was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And then I took another one at 154, which that one was a little tough.
Before I'm done with my career, we need to go fight in Mexico together. we need to debut over at Capetillo's gym. I have a new nickname.
To get the tacos across the street. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why.
But we need to put the Gabacho Borracho out there, man.
I know.
That's
Yeah, but
Tijuana, fighting in Tijuana is kind of a trip when people are making.
It was actually I fought in Mexicali.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they sent me.
I mean, same experience though as the type of show it was.
Trip out on this. So this is how different it was. So I fought 160 the first time. So I'm happy I won, and there was a few of us actually went to go fight there, and so I'm right here talking with a couple girls, whatever, and next thing you know, the main event goes on, which was can't remember one of the guys' names, but the other guy I know him because I actually fought him, which is the guy I fought in the Roy Jones card, in Loza. And so he was, I think that was his pro debut. And they fight. It was a good fight. Dylan ends up winning. Then the whole fucking place turned into a riot. I'm talking about maybe.
Yeah, they don't have their chairs stapled down like in the US.
Dude, there was fucking chairs being thrown. There was. I'm talking about no bullshit. Around 40 people fighting out right there by the ring. Chairs being thrown. Then Dylan and the guy he fought, they were trying to stop everything, because I guess they were friends. That's what I've been hearing at the weigh-ins.
Did they not like the decision, or?
Well, I guess the decision of the family of the guy that lost kind of got mad, because it was a good fight. Don't get me wrong, but I guess it happens.
I guess
because I don't think you ever see that over here.
No,
except besides the Golden Gloves. I don't know if you remember a couple years ago.
The Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mars first fight.
Well, Carson fights break out all the time.
No, that was a Staples Center.
Yeah.
There was a big fight in the cheap seats.
There's always fights though, but it's never 30, 40
never
people.
Because they weren't able to take over the whole Staples Center like this little small show was.
Yeah, dude.
But
that's
gotta be one of your biggest fears as a promoter is
So did it kill the whole night, or any more?
No, that was the last fight though.
Oh, okay.
So it was the main event, the last fight, and then because the way that stadium was, it's it was a basketball court with the stands going really up high to the, because it's what would you consider that,
Oh, like a
pit, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like the lucha libre fights are always in those little coliseos that
something
are
like that. Yeah,
as a steep incline for the
So then we were all the way in the top, which was street level. Then you go down. That's where the ring was at. Then we're all the way up here, and then I'm just seeing everything. Like I'm like, holy fuck, this is crazy, dude.
Everyone, this is but the UFC. You hear about the?
You're talking about with
Connor and the Russian. No.
Khabib.
Yeah. They hit Connor with $500,000, or not Connor, Khabib.
No, Khabib. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
He's a fucking idiot. He shouldn't have done that, but
yeah. Well, like
you already got the payback. It's like you don't need to fucking do all that. If you're gonna do that shit somewhere else. Don't do it. At least I wouldn't have done that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't think he wouldn't have done it in hindsight either. Yeah. 500 grand is a lot of money.
True. Yeah, he kind of lost his senses at that moment when diving feet first into a person in the stands. Kind of wild.
Yeah.
So Flavio, I remember seeing a picture on Instagram not too long ago. It was kind of a pretty legendary shot. It was you, Striker, Leo.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about where you guys came from and your first experience, your first gym, and kind of who brought you into boxing and what that was like then.
Oh, well, I started boxing because, my dad always wanted to be a fighter. He's the one that took me, took me to do it. I didn't like that shit, but, I don't want to make my dad mad or anything or whatever.
Was he a fighter?
No, he always wanted to, but he had to, quit school and all that, at 10 to support the family because I guess my grandpa wasn't there. I don't know, some shit like that. Point is, since my dad was the oldest of the family of, to be honest, how Mexican families are. We don't know how many uncles and aunts. I think we're at 15 or something.
At last count, yeah.
Yeah, it's too many. But he put me in, and like I said, I didn't like it. They made me do it, and that's when I met Ivan Delgado, which he's actually fighting this weekend on the Zone. So you guys could check that out. Wow. But he beat my ass the second day I was there. Because he was already there for a minute. He fucked me up.
Did you know him before the gym or you met him at the gym?
No, I met him at the gym, yeah. So, he beat my ass and, the only reason I wanted to stay now is because I wanted to fuck him up.
You want to give him back?
Yeah, of course. And then, I'm glad my dad put me in it. Because, look at the friends I've made. I met a lot of good people. I've actually, I've done things I don't think I would have ever done if it wasn't for boxing.
Right.
Yeah, and then, from being at the gym, that's when our coach, Yuka, we call him Yuka, his name is Hector Salivas, but he passed away. And he's the one that had me, Ivan, Leo Santa Cruz, which is fighting in 2 weeks, which is world champion,
Yeah.
You guys know who he is.
Yeah.
So, it was just us growing up, fighting amateur and, just being kids. And
that's what I thought was a pretty cool picture because I actually didn't know that you guys had trained with Leo back then. I knew you and Ivan had history where we were training together, but I was like, wow, that's so many guys all in one photo. Take when you guys were maybe 12.
In that photo, there's also another guy, Jaime. I think you met him. I took him to the gym once.
Oh,
Jaime
really?
Balao, he's a Marine.
Okay.
Was a Marine. He's already out, but he's actually 2-0. But he kind of got away from boxing, and now he's just not training anymore. But he's a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. But that's another person in that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember watching Leo with his father a lot of times. His dad would come in, and his dad would have those loafers on, and they would just drill that left hook to the body.
Okay.
At Maywood Boxing Club.
Oh, okay. That's way after. Yeah.
Leo was probably probably about 15 or 16.
Nah.
Maybe
that was way later, probably 18, 19.
Okay.
Because he was still at 15, 16. He was still with us at LA Boxing. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little about LA Boxing Gym. Is it still?
Oh no, they closed that gym. No,
it's a Korean.
It's a church. Yeah.
So is Olympic Auditorium. It's a Korean church.
Yeah, well,
is that the same spot?
Yeah, it's the same spot. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dude,
my grandma tells me stories about Olympic Auditorium having been
all the fights back
place
in the
to see fights back in the day.
Were you there for any of the Valero and Urbano Antion sparring?
Oh yeah.
What was it like seeing Valero in the gym?
Honestly, dude, back then, we're young. We didn't give a shit who the fuck they were. We knew who they were, but we weren't I wasn't interested into go seeing other people spar or anything like I am now.
Right.
If you tell me we're gonna have, Mayweather and fucking Errol Spence spar. I would like to see that now, but back then I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But like, did I see him spar? Yeah.
I remember hearing with Edwin Valero when he was coming through. Everybody was like, with Chicanito, he said, "You got to see this guy. You got to see this guy." And he didn't sign off on anybody. And I, the guy has some pop. But
dude, I remember I saw him floor Junior.
Yeah, Junior or Urbano
Antillon. Yeah. Floor him, dude. It was bad. I was like, holy fuck, dude. But knockout was big deal to me back then. Yeah, and especially during sparring, when you got the protective gear.
Yeah.
So
he had the bar on. Junior had the bar on.
Yeah.
You see video of this? Or?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's definitely out there. It's but I mean, that's what Max Boxing when Doug Fisher used to run around and tape everything at the gyms.
I never used to see him back then. Well, at least I don't I said, I don't really remember. But dude, LA Boxing was the place to be. Like for boxing, that was like you'll see everybody there.
Who are the other notable champions or people that train there?
I would see so many. I see Shane Mosley there a few times. I don't know if he was related to Shane, but Larry, Larry Mosley.
Yeah.
He would be there. Carlos Hernandez.
Yeah, Carlos Formosa Hernandez was always there. They said Chavez used to come through back in the day.
I've seen him there a few times. Yeah.
Does
I
the father?
Had pictures when he was the dad. Yeah. I have a few pictures with him from when he would show up.
Yeah, they said people would there in Broadway back in the day, but Broadway before that became
Broadway Gym,
that became like the new Broadway, which was LA Boxing, and everybody would stop by. Would stop by to get that work.
Yeah, well, it was a big gym. LA Boxing was a big gym. You had 2 rings on one side and one in a different one. I think at one point we even had 4 rings throughout, spread out the gym. So it was everybody wanted to go there.
And how many trainers would they have? Like, was Yuko working with just kind of your smaller, younger batch of kids?
Well,
and there had been
the way it worked
bunch of other
over
trainers
there,
too?
it was like they had like a class for kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Yuka would do. But then besides that, he had hours like for classes. But then besides that, we also worked with us like an additional hour, as in like for us that are actually
hands-on,
fighting. Yeah. So then he would train a couple, people. But then on this other side of the gym with the 2 rings, where you had like Victor. You had Rudy, which is Gennaro's brothers. You had there was too many coaches.
Jernal's dad used to open up the gym, right?
Yeah. Wedo.
Yeah.
But dude, there was a lot of people. I'm talking about a lot. Yeah, that gym was. I wish they never closed it.
Right.
Yeah.
You talked about how you got to seeing a lot of things you wouldn't have seen if you didn't have boxing.
Yeah.
You think in some ways boxing kept you off the streets, or did it keep you from getting in trouble? Or
yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. Growing up in South Central.
Didn't stop you from getting that parking ticket that turned into a night stay or whatever it was. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I went and looked at your Instagram and saw a mugshot.
It wasn't like you were too worried about sharing that with the whole world.
You're not the only one that drove without a license. Don't worry about it.
That was like the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
I remember going to the gym and I was like, hey, where's Flavio? I thought we were gonna spar. And he goes, oh, he spent the night in jail. What happened? And then the next day you're like all joking about it, and I asked you if you needed a pro bono lawyer, and you said taken care of him.
So they arrested you for not having a license?
For not having a license.
Crazy. So I always wonder, because sometimes you let the license, what's it called, expire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they.
Nah, I got it taken away.
Damn.
Yeah, like when I stopped fighting.
Yeah.
I could talk about this because that was way back then, but I started when I stopped fighting, and I started getting into a little bit of trouble. Back then, I was, I don't mean like I'm over there fucking shooting people, but I started drinking and committing a couple crimes, and nothing major, but
yeah, it's LA, right?
And then I got a DUI.
Yeah,
that's one of the things, and
that'll
that's
do
why
it.
my license is taken away. And then, I was back in 2010 when I got my DUI. Oh, and trip out on this, I wasn't even drunk. I had a drink, and this is the one time, out of every single time.
But you're under
21,
so
I was under
you
21.
had one
0.02 on the breathing thing, and but then I was being a dick to the cop too. So so they took me in.
What city was it that they pulled you over?
Downey.
And
coming out of a bowling alley, bro.
Yeah, okay.
And the reason I drove, it wasn't even my car.
Yeah.
The reason I drove was because the guy that picked me up was fucked up. So I was like, I'm gonna be the responsible one and drive.
Yeah.
And then coming out, they pulled me over right away because my friend, whose car it was, had no plates on the car. So then I'm like, fuck. And then
I'm sure he appreciates it because you took one for the team.
Trip on
you got
this.
the DUI.
They
He
let
would
him
have
take the car home.
Yeah.
Dude, as shit faced as he was, they let him take the car home.
Oh, so you must have been probably
really good. I was pissed the fuck.
Were you going in on the cops? You must have.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
You took all the distraction away that they were able to let that happen.
I guess, dude. They fucking took me, and oh my god, that was like the most boringest time ever. Well, besides the 36 hours I did for driving without a license, but that's what 9 years already without a license. I still haven't even got it fixed. I need to get that shit done.
Yeah. We won't.
Maybe on the next
the next podcast we'll check about that. So you've been training. So you took the 5 years off, and then what decided that you wanted to go back into boxing?
Well, Leo, I saw him, be champion. And you could ask like a lot of people. Everybody always thought that I was gonna be the one that became champion out of the group. And then it's just that I was always lazy, dude. But everybody always tell me like you could ask Capetillo, like he knows me from back then too. He would always say, out of the whole group, they always thought it was gonna be me. And then seeing Leo with all the success and all the money, and I was like, fuck, man, I need to get my shit together and and do that, cause I miss fighting like boxing a lot, cause I was going to bars and then like fighting a lot. Cause,
you were getting to work anyway.
But
you're gonna put some work in anyways, whether there's a bell or not.
So like I guess I took it like I miss fighting too.
Right.
Well, obviously I missed it, but like.
Well, some people love to fight. Like you can see it even as a trainer, or as a fighter, you get in with somebody.
I don't think I like to fight, but it's just.
But when a fight breaks out, I'm
there.
Exactly. Same thing in the ring. When a fight breaks up, there's some kids, they just bite down and they let their hands go.
Yeah.
And
So. So how long did it take to lose the weight? Then?
About a year. What is that? Like 90 pounds, around there? Yeah. In like about a year.
It's pretty good. What were you doing to lose that amount of weight?
Oh fuck, it was strict. I had one of my friends, Yazir, he was on my ass. He wanted to see me fight again, so he'd go with me running. I think we were doing like 3 miles in the morning. Then I'll go train, and then I'll do it. Was on my ass about my eating, and then late at night I'll go run again.
And it was like, what were you eating to get yourself in trouble?
Huh?
What were you eating to get yourself in trouble?
Everything. What wasn't I eating? I was eating fucking anything that's not seafood. I was fucking it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Yazir is pretty much the one that got the ball rolling to get me to lose my weight. My homie Yazir, yeah.
He's a fighter too?
No, he's just a homie. He was actually a bouncer, head of security at Velasco.
Okay.
So
he was tired of having to bounce you out of that. So he wanted you to be back in the gym.
But he helped out.
So are you staying active year round now, or?
Well, I'm hoping.
Yeah, hoping.
Yeah, it's just I don't get too many fights because, I still go up in weight like a lot.
Yeah.
But then like I lose weight quick, but I go up quick. But I'm trying to change that, dude.
Yeah.
So
now how far are you off now? This fight is contracted at 147.
I think it's gonna be contracted at 150.
Okay.
Yeah. So we, plans is take this 150. Hopefully. Well, I got to make weight.
Yeah.
But
keep making
probably
weight down
not go up, too much, and then right away. Well, Capetillo was saying that they should just get me a quick fight in TJ.
You've done that in the past, right? You fought one after another, right after a fight here. You went to TJ.
Yeah. It was like I think like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
So what's that feel like to be up again in 3 weeks?
Especially if you want to go from Cowboy Stadium.
To a little bar in
TJ, That's hilarious.
But
see both worlds, right?
Whatever it takes
boxing
to stay active.
Yeah. It doesn't get more boxing than
I need to stay active, and I'm even though like March 3 months is into the year to get the first fight, I'm hoping to get like at least 6. I'll jump back and forth from here to Mexico just to get like 6 or 7 fights.
Yeah, it's good to stay active just to know to be moving towards that what it is you want to get done. And
yeah.
Are you signed with somebody right now? Or?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so you're in a really good position.
Oh yeah.
You're in the most ideal position.
Yeah.
To be in. Right.
But it would be nice to hopefully get contracted somewhere.
Yeah, but with the plan that you have, I imagine.
Oh yeah. Well, either way, because Leo, he has that juice at with PBC. He told me because when we went to go talk to him about but because I was thinking about fighting in his card, But he told me like, oh, it's gonna be a little bit too late. Like I could get you for sure on the Mikey Errol Spence. You want that? I'm like, fuck yeah, shoot it.
Oh, so he hooked that up.
Yeah, he's the one that hooked it up. And then so we're like, all right, cool. And he's like, hey, if you win and you look good, then I could get you on. I guess because of the contract that PBC has with Fox, they have 2 shows a month now.
Yeah.
So he said, if you want, I could probably get you on the Danny Garcia with Granado's fight.
Okay.
And if not that one, well, there's 2 shows a month on Fox. Okay. So I could get you on those. I was like, perfect.
We know anything about your opponent for this fight coming up? Or?
I still don't know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Is Leo managing guys?
No.
He's not just helping a favor.
Yeah.
But you can imagine where Leo.
I feel like someday he could be that.
The position he's in now.
He will be.
He's getting a better view and perspective of everything.
Oh yeah. No, I'm pretty sure like eventually he's gonna get into that.
Is Leo the one that named his son after after Al Heyman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it was because of Al, but he named his son Al.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because of that or
Yeah, this is what I heard.
Is it even like? Is it even?
This is what I tell everybody. I say you must be treating the fighters good. Yeah. You'll never hear any kids named Don King or Bob Arum. So you must be doing a pretty good job,
right?
Yeah. I don't know. That might be boxing hearsay though, right?
Well, it's better than didn't Danny Garcia name his daughter Philly Swift or something?
Yeah, Philly Swift. Well, yeah.
It's kind of.
Who's Danny facing?
Adrian Reynolds.
Okay.
Yeah, should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup.
Adrian's first time I see Adrian was at the Olympic trials in Mexico. I remember. He fucking gave a good ass fight to a Broner, to Porter. Who else did he fight? Frankie Gomez. And Frankie.
So you know any word on Frankie just from the?
Well, they told me that he got big, dude, like really big. Yeah.
Bigger than Flavio big or?
Yeah. Bigger than Big Me.
Yeah.
And then somebody who told me, I don't remember exactly who told me, but they told me that they saw him like at a taco truck and he was, that you can't really recognize him how big he is. But
when I think about LA prospect and being able to, that should be a name.
Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie.
Yeah.
One of the big ones.
Yeah, one of the big ones. Yeah. So I'd heard too that he just one day just stopped coming to the walk.
And then Ivan fought him in the amateurs, beat him, but also was locked up with him.
No way.
Ivan told me that when he got busted the last time, that he looked over and he saw Frankie. He's like, "Hey, you're Frankie." He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Remember me?" And then they started talking. But then he got locked up with him.
They should have.
Got some sparring in there.
Yeah.
Well, for Frankie, I think Frankie had gotten a big signing bonus, right?
With De La Hoya.
Yeah, with De La Hoya, and then they'd run himself into maybe some troubles in the street or something like that.
I heard he was breaking into cars or stealing cars.
Yeah. But I remember, he had when those guys were getting, the other guy that got
he invested that money, I heard.
Somebody else got a real...
Into inventory. Right?
This is the hearsay. This is what I heard.
Hold on.
I don't want to... I want to hear this. You don't know if any of this is true.
Yeah.
I heard at the gym.
That's what I heard too. I heard the same thing.
Hold on, what exactly?
That he had taken the money and invested into product. And narco, right? And then
maybe.
But you don't really know.
Ticker symbol narco. That was.
You hear so much stuff coming out of the gym.
I never heard that though. Yeah.
That's what was going around. But you don't really know.
Well, if he's getting influenced by one of his big dog, big homies.
Yeah.
You
kind of never know.
Yeah, because I don't know if he was from a hood or anything, but
Yeah.
Around his area is white fence. And,
have you done a good job staying away from all that?
Yeah.
It can't be.
Reminds me of
no tattoos.
No tattoos.
I know you're clean, man.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time at Capatila's gym when all these sorts of stories were flying around like that, and me and Bello.
Oh yeah.
Bello's kind of like a surfer kid.
Yeah.
And that hasn't really maybe culturally him and I are a little bit closer than I am with you.
Yeah, because I grew up
and I remember you guys were just like. Saying telling stories, legendary stories from the streets. Central,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And then
this and that, and then you guys were they're like swapping stories. Him and I forgot who else was there, but you guys are swapping Sergio, yeah. Swapping stories from South Central, and then me and Bayo. I'm just looking at Bayo. We're like. That's a joke. I'm like, hey, Bayo, remember that when that junior guards team from Redondo beat us in the race and we smacked those fools? Because he's like a lifeguard and like all that, and he was just cracking up. It was just like, yeah, that's kind of like our turf, man, We took it back Hermosa from those guys. Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't think, realize what fighters from these areas that they're coming out of, particularly from like the lower socioeconomic strata, that what they have to overcome just to get in the gym. And like I told you a story about last night with about the gym that I work at. There's some guns outside, but just having this sort of every day, can you talk about navigating that? And was it just something?
Growing up, I was able to like stay away from all of that. Like, right, so let's just compare a couple things. Like I grew up with Ivan. He grew up like a couple blocks away from me. Cool, right? But I always had my dad like on my ass. Like me and Ivan, we grew up with the same friends. Like I know his homies from his hood. I'm cool with all of them. I'll go to barbecues with them still and all that. But the thing is that I had my dad on my ass to make sure that I didn't go down that route. And Ivan didn't. Ivan was more like, for lack of a better word, I'm just going to say free. They didn't have nobody to tell him what to do or any of that.
Left his own devices.
Yeah. So, but I never joined the hood or any of that. And we have the same exact friends.
Yeah.
So it was just mainly my dad. And honestly, I was scared of my dad. Little short motherfucker, but like, he was fucking mean, dude. So I was always scared of getting my ass whipped by him, to be honest. And that's honestly what kept me,
Yeah, kept you on the right path.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I was still getting in trouble when there was fights and shit like that, like over there in the street with the homies and shit. But
just your extracurricular bar fights, not just your extracurricular bar fights. No gang affiliated type stuff. Yeah.
But I was always there. I always grew up with the same people, like I said. But I just decided not to go down that route.
Yeah.
Your dad had the right idea with the boxing thing. Yeah. That's probably why he was such a big advocate.
Because in my name, like where I'm from, it used to be like really fucked up. Now it's fucking, or maybe I just don't feel it because I live there.
You're a little older, so you're probably not like you're not as
But even like growing up as a kid,
LA is changing.
Not South Central.
Yeah,
not like that.
You don't think South Central is gonna?
Nah, I think what's getting gentrified is more like Boyle Heights, East LA area. That's getting pretty. Park, that's getting. South Central is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Except by the USC area, I heard that they're actually gonna knock down like a bunch of the houses. They're like trying to buy out the area, like going south from USC down Vermont, Hooper in that area, and to build more for the school.
You went to Roosevelt?
I went to Roosevelt East LA, yeah. But it's far away.
Yeah. I didn't know that. So you went all the way to East LA for school.
For school, yeah. But
and
they made me go over there.
Why was that? Was that some work association? Like how did you fall into that zip code? Oh, you got magnet program.
Magnet program, yeah. That's what did it. But I didn't want to go to fucking Roosevelt. I wanted to go with my friends because I went to middle school in South Central, so I wanted to stay with them. They all went to Jefferson High School, which has I don't know if it still has that reputation, but to be like a really bad school. But like I said, I grew up with these people. It's like I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
And then I know how to fight. I'm not gonna. The fuck I gotta worry about? You get me? Like but my dad,
Did you play any sports at Roosevelt?
They wanted me to play football, but my dad wouldn't let me.
You look like you could play some football.
Yeah, always because of my shoulders.
Run some people over.
Yeah, they always. When then
fullback.
I actually played with. Well, some of my friends were part of the football team when I was a freshman. Little street ball, and I'll fucking run them over. They can't catch me, and that's when the coach at Roosevelt actually saw me and asked me to play. I went and told my dad, "Oh, can I play?" Because the whole East LA Classic that they got. I thought it'd be pretty cool. And he was like, "Nope, you're gonna get hurt. Can't fight no more." It's like, fuck. And then they asked my dad. He said no, and
you have any of your football friends growing up ever put the gloves on? And
it's funny at school once.
Everybody has these stories. That's why I ask.
It was like the older guys that wanted to fight each other and shit, and I was like, we'll make a little tournament in school. And then I made like a list of the guys that they were macho enough to fight. And I made a tournament out of it. That's cool.
Did you make any money off this? I mean,
I recorded that shit. I took my camera, and I recorded a lot of it.
That was the early. Did I make it on YouTube?
No, dude. But
that was the early days.
You know what's funny? I probably I have all the little tapes. I guarantee I still have the fights. I just need to find something to play it in, and I know I still have them. But high school is fun.
Maybe bonus content for this YouTube.
Hey, maybe.
We'll bring you back with that.
So, where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Hopefully, I'm already fighting for a title around that time. or champion, hopefully. If not, well then, I guess plan B, whatever that may be, I guess.
You're supposed to be at 47 is where the title intention is?
But I'm going to go, 40.
Okay.
Because at 47, I'm still fat, dude. I just don't like getting down, like.
No, but yeah.
Yeah. Because I go up so high, I only cut like 30 pounds, 20 pounds, so. But the goal, that's why I'm saying, about being active, fighting in TJ right away. And the whole thing about that is just to keep my weight.
Just staying disciplined.
Yeah, and then hopefully.
You have to reason to hold yourself accountable.
Exactly. So let's just say this fight's at 150, right? The March 16th. Then the TJ one, which is, they told me it's like the last week of April, probably go down to 147, 146. Then the next fight, I'll probably take it at 43, 44. Just get down to 140. Yeah. Which is the goal weight where I plan on hopefully fighting all those guys.
Is any particular fighters you studied a lot or looked up to when you were younger, or you try to emulate, or?
Oh, like growing up?
Yeah.
Dude, Tito Trinidad was probably my favorite.
Yeah, Tito.
That was probably my favorite. Yeah, that left hook was fucking. Yeah, dude.
I tell people when Fernando Vargas fought Tito, they was like,
that was a good fight.
They're like two mirrors almost fighting each other. Yeah. The way that they built up their looks and everything.
Dude, that was a good fight. Good. Because if I remember correctly, Vargas dropped him in the beginning, right?
Yeah. It's hard for me. The Vargas fight that I always think of is when he fought Ike Corte. Because he's a young man. Yeah. And Fernando Vargas, he's just doing.
I don't really remember that fight, but I remember it was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, Fernando was an incredible
fighter. I think they brought him up too quick.
I said
they made him fight the big dogs in the weight division too quick.
It's hard though, because imagine you got all that money.
Well, you had De La Hoya at that time. Also, you had what was it? Tito, De La Hoya, Corte. Who else was there at that time?
I'm sure.
This was before my awareness of boxing really began.
Was he there at that time? I think he was under.
He's coming on,
but he was coming up, so it was just like you had a bunch of.
Yeah, you had
legends,
a bunch of
legends at the same time. Yeah. So that was, and then Vargas being the young gun coming up, it was.
I felt like Fernando would have. Obviously he's an incredible world champion. I felt like he would have been longer in boxing
if they took care of him a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah. And he kept better care of himself as well. So, which I think he's expressed as he's gotten older.
Yeah.
But
Vargas was tough. Yeah.
Tito too. Trinidad. The way that those fighters were schooled with that, especially off the lead hand and setting you up for the right hand. You just that kind of craft and that kind of patience. Yeah. Because Tito sometimes would be very patient, and then he'd get you.
But he would catch you though, and then, dude, he had a fucking rock solid punch, dude. You saw how he knocked out. Who did he catch with that? Fuck, who was it? I just remember.
I'm trying to think of who Tito caught. Tito caught so many people.
No, he caught a lot of people, but I'm trying to think. Was it William Joppy? That one was bad. Fuck, dude. He just. I had so many in my head for Tito. Like that's by far my favorite fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other fighters you're like? Usually, because usually you're dealing with a Mexican fighter, you're gonna hear Chavez.
See, to be honest,
for a Mexican fighter to like a Puerto Rican, especially, it's very surprising, right?
Well, I just like the style.
Yeah,
I think he was patient,
very patient,
strong.
Yeah,
picked his punches perfectly.
Yeah, he worked in a rhythm too. Mm-hmm. And it was Tito was one of these guys. He would be stiff, but then he would be fluid at the same time too. Like he
got caught a couple times, but
give you different.
He could fucking back up and give it to you twice as bad.
Yeah. Different looks. What do you think about the De La Hoya? We're gonna go back to the De La Hoya.
To De La Hoya, Tito.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say De La Hoya won that fight closely, but I could see the argument why they gave it to Tito because if I remember correctly, De La Hoya let off the gas the last 2-3 rounds, right? Yeah,
big time. I think even more, maybe four or five.
Maybe so. I guess that's the reason. If they would have given it a draw, De La Hoya, whatever the fuck it would have been, I wouldn't. But it was too much of a hype and too much respect in that fight.
That were getting behind Oscar at that time. Oscar's an incredible fighter too, but
he got a lot of fans after he beat Chavez.
Yeah.
But then a lot of fucking Mexicans hated him.
I remember being at Cal State LA that night. Yeah. I was at Cal State LA that night watching the fight, and then when he did that to Chavez, everybody, it was like people were mad, and then they were. It was a weird. It was
like the passing of a torch. I remember seeing that. My dad never had so much anger for a fighter ever before. And then especially after the second one, it was over with for.
Did you watch when Chavez fought Pernell Whitaker?
No.
No, so I was at my homie's house. Imagine this. He's got Cesar Chavez, the immigrant, you know, and then he's got his dad does. And then he's got a picture of Julio Cesar Chavez in his house, right? and then you know, Mother Mary, right? And I was sitting there, and I thought that Pernell Whitaker, and so they asked me, who do you think won the fight? And I was like, you know, whispering it, like, I thought.
Oh, so that's
yeah, this is an awkward moment. Had to get out the house as quick as possible.
So I missed that for a second. It took me a second to get. We're talking about Cesar Chavez, the union guy,
the union,
helped
the
the
famous
farm workers.
That guy.
Iconic imagery in LA.
Yeah.
I was trying to think for a second.
A very important member, right? Our historic figure, and then you had Chavez. So. But yeah, I remember looking over, and then you know, you had Mother Mary. So I was just thinking, right?
Was it like a shrine?
It was like
Guadalupe.
Yeah, Guadalupe. So Guadalupe was on top, and then they were on the bottom. Wow. But I remember, you're right.
I wish I would have seen that.
Yeah, Cesar Castaneda. That was Cesar Castaneda's house. Or no, it was another guy, Eric Gomez's house. So, but still,
Eric Gomez, the guy from Golden Boy.
No, not.
Oh, okay.
He's the matchmaker, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. No, is he CEO now?
Nah, yeah.
I think he is now. Yeah. After Richard Schaefer left.
Yeah, after Richard. Yeah. It's crazy how Richard Schaefer left. It's like, you know, he took some time off, but he built another
Ringstar?
team. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when he left Golden Boy.
No. Well, yeah.
I thought you were talking about that.
No, yeah, I forget. There's so much you could go down that rabbit hole, but yeah.
Let's hear a little bit, if you're able to disclose, a little bit about why you left Roy Jones.
Oh, I could say part of it.
Yeah. So I think people would be curious to learn a bit about what happens in the boxing business.
So I was with Roy Jones and them, right? And then I was in a fight. I think that fight was set for like March 11, 2018 or 17. I think 17. No, 18. Anyways, so I'm getting ready for the fight, and I went running to a brand new park that I've never been to. And I'm running. I don't like running on concrete, so I'm running on the grass. There's a hole. Boom. Fucked up my ankle. And I couldn't walk. Like, it was bad. Like, it turned purple. It was swollen a little bit. And, you know, whatever. So we had to cancel the fight. And then, you know, my managers talked to them, and they're like, no, that's not true. He didn't hurt himself. He needs to fight. We're like, no, you fucking hurt himself. Like, no, somebody is telling us that he's overweight. But, dude, at that time I was still like 3 or 4 pounds, but I had like a week left, which is average.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you fucking... So they sent me to go get x-rays and everything done. Like, my ankle's fucked up. And then, so pretty much they were trying to put me on hold, like freeze me, which being frozen, I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's like they just... You're under
They just shelf you.
Yeah, they shelf you.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's bullshit.
How'd you get out of that?
We bought out the contract.
Yeah.
And then, so that's why we're, I guess...
And then you fought a couple of times on last round promotions.
Yeah.
And then maybe, did you fight in TJ again? Or no?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
And then this one will be Tom Brown.
Yeah.
And Al Heyman and PBC.
Yeah, TGB. Yeah. But, yeah, you know, it was cool fighting for Roy Jones. I only fought for them once, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the very next fight was going to be the one. And then that's when I fucked myself up. But...
So overall, you lost money on that whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But shit happens. But they were trying to shelf me. It's like
you get your freedom.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, Mikey was in a similar situation with Top Rank. I mean, like he got.
Because it was almost they retired for the reason of getting out of contract with Top Rank. Yeah.
You don't know. I mean, especially you don't want to have a relationship with no fighter wants to have a relationship like that
with somebody like that. No.
Where they're accusing you and they're saying
because I don't know who was saying about the weight thing. Like I'm always like 5 pounds, 6 pounds overweight on the week of.
Yeah,
because I like to drink water, and then
typical,
the last couple of days I'll just
you
like
drink the 2 gallon.
So it's just like all right, whoever said that shit.
Let's be fair though. You look like in one of your last fights. I was watching tape of one of these local cards here in California.
Mm-hmm.
you were at 147, you don't look 147.
Oh no, I still look
fat. You carry weight in an odd way where you must have chicken legs because you had a lot more meat.
Dude, I'm fat,
yeah,
dude,
You're fat, skinny is basically what I'm telling you, bro.
No, but that's why I'm trying to get down.
I can imagine why they would see your body at that time and be like, dude, there's no chance he's gonna make weight.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, you don't have.
I think out of every single time, I've only not made weight once.
Yeah,
and then it's counting from my amateur days to out of like I had like 100 amateur. I don't know exact count, but like 100 plus. My pro one's only one time, which was at when was it? Oh, I know it was my pro fight, the second to last one where I got a draw. That one I didn't make weight. I think I was like 2 pounds overweight, dude.
Did you guys rewrite the contract? Or did you have to go out and run again?
Nah, we just paid. Yeah, because I was dead, dude. Like I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I felt so weak in that fight, dude. It was like probably my worst performance of my life, straight up. Yeah, like I still think I did enough to win, but it was bad. Like I was just tired. But then I guess that's what happens when you're out partying instead of.
At least you walked away with a draw from that fight, right there. Yeah, but at least no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
you learn a lesson from that. Which is now to stay disciplined.
Oh yeah, because before that fight, I think like 3 weeks before that, I was out in Miami over there partying like an idiot instead of getting ready.
Gee, I wonder where this reputation they thought you were where it came from. Gee, I don't know.
I feel like I'm on your side, bro. I feel like a promoter should. All fighters are gonna struggle with weight. I mean, for the most part, not all of them, but a lot of guys. Yeah. And it just matters. Are they making the weight, and how are they looking underneath the lights on fight night?
Yeah.
Outside of that,
because even
might put the pressure on you.
Like, when I fought for Roy Jones, that time I actually was having trouble making weight, and I think luckily I came in a pound under. But I was that one day I didn't drink no water, dude. I was fucking dry. I was dying of thirst. And, dude, look at me. I thought I did good. I fought the guy who I brought up earlier, Dylan Loza, he was undefeated.
Yeah.
And I looked good. It was on CBS Sports. You guys could probably see that online. Yeah, okay. But I thought I did good. Fucking I jabbed the fuck out of him and then eventually took him out. So...
What's your...
It's all we can ask for, right?
Yeah.
What's your biggest strength, you think, in the boxing ring?
I don't know. It depends on the day you catch me on. Sometimes I'm throwing. Sometimes I'm more of a thinker. It's just I don't know. Different moods. It really depends who you put in front of me, dude. Because if I could take you out right away and I could feel it, first round I'm not gonna come at you like that. Yeah. I need to feel you out, and then I usually accept. I
settle down and see what they're up to.
Yeah, and then I take it from there, and if I could take you out right away, I'm gonna take you the fuck out right away. Cause you don't get paid for overtime, so it's like, and then if I need to, out jab the fuck out of you, then I'm gonna do that. If I, how it is, you can't really settle for the fight that you're gonna fight until you actually feel how strong the guy is, how fast he is, because you can see in a video, this guy's fast. But it's a lot different when you fucking see the punch coming at you. Like, it's a lot different. So
the first time you parry a punch.
Yeah. So, it all depends on who I'm going to fight. Like, what the, I guess you could say is, like, my strong point. Yeah, so I can't really say
so you could do it all. Well, you had to do it all anyways.
You have to,
successful. Sometimes you got to box, sometimes you got to fight.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to think it.
Counter.
You have to just be a thinker in the fight.
Yeah. What was the transition like going from 100 amateur fights to pro? Were you excited to put on the 8 ounces or
trip out on this? All right, going to amateurs, I fought like a lot of people. Went to nationals, did all that. But then when I fought my first pro fight, I was fucking scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was fighting a guy that was like 0-2. Right. Got knocked out both times.
Yeah, just the right look though.
Like going
for your debut, that's the right look for your debut.
So I'm going from these top guys at nationals to this guy. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fuck his ass up, right? Now time's getting closer. Now it's fucking weigh-ins, and I'm like, fuck, I was scared, dude. I ain't gonna lie. And then fight day comes. Now they wrap me up. I'm excited. I'm like, this is cool.
You got the pro wrap too now.
Yeah. So that shit feels hard, dude. I'm like, and then well, I don't know if you guys ever heard of my coach Yuka, the one that passed away. He was actually known for rapping. He was I've never met anybody that could rap hands better than him.
Okay.
It was fucking rock solid. It was Yo, ask around about him, dude. He was by far the best.
He can rap. I heard
fucking
Rudy
rap.
Hernandez can rap a good hand too, but
I haven't had Rudy rap me, but I'll tell you this: nobody has ever rapped, and I've been rapped by a bunch of people, dude. Yeah. And then somebody does the best or whatever. Fuck no. Yeah.
The nuances are gonna be of like hand rapping is so new for some of these viewers. It's like,
so it makes a big difference.
He has the best hand rapper in the whole country.
I had a chance to work a corner, and then we'll get back with Russ Abner, the guy that owns Rival.
Okay.
And I watched him rap a hand, and he'd rap Sergio Martinez's hand. He raps Deontay Wilder's hand.
Okay.
But it was interesting to see. Just it did appear that he was doing something different. I've seen Stitch rap a hand too.
I heard Stitch is pretty good.
Yeah, but this is kind of for the viewers out there. We're all debating about the hand raps. Who's the best rapper?
It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. Yeah. So.
Man, I've seen some shitty ass jobs where like in the wrist it's all loose and it looks all.
Yeah. That's part of it too, just the look of it, right?
Yeah, looks make a big difference. Presentation, just like with anything else. Like if it looks good, you're gonna want it. If it looks like shit, you don't want that. Yeah. Just like with anything.
So go ahead. You had those raps on? Or?
So now I'm like, all right, fuck, and I'm touching it. I'm like, this isn't a fucking hurt. Now that's what's going on through my head. And then prior to that, I remember there was this guy that would train with us, and he was like, oh, you're getting ready? He's like, I'm like, hey, does it hurt? And he's like, fuck yeah. Like sometimes when you get hurt, it hurts like they hit you with a hammer. And I'm like, fuck. Like, this is going to be a bitch.
Is this in the locker room you were talking about?
No. This is like the week before in the gym. Good. Yeah. They were telling me, like, it hurts, like if they hit you with a hammer. And then now, this is going on through my head. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get fucked up right now. And then, so now I'm like, my arms, literally, my arms from like here all the way across, like here, are frozen, dude. I'm like, fuck, I ain't gonna be able to let my hands go.
Right.
Dude, so the fight goes on, a lot of people went to go see me, so that kind of like warmed me up a little bit, but I was nervous about the hit to see how bad I was gonna hurt. Even though, keep in mind, I'm fighting a guy that's 0-2. Knocked out both times.
Right.
So then, I'm trying to be careful, not trying to get caught, because I'm like, what if I can't take this fucking hit? It's gonna be embarrassing to get knocked the fuck out in front of all these people.
Yeah.
And finally, third round's the first time he actually hits me. I felt it boom, and I'm like, the fuck, you don't even feel it. Like, that's it?
Yeah.
Then that's when I just went in and I
tore him apart. What were you fighting at as an amateur?
What do you mean?
At what weight class?
141. Okay. 64.
So you had the 10 ounces there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my first time wearing 8 ounces.
Well, no, even in pro, I fought 10 ounces. I still haven't gone 8.
Oh, yeah. Because
I think it's 145 and under that's the 8 ounce, right? Yeah. So I still haven't even taken that punch.
The biggest difference for me was, like, I felt it on my hand. Like, afterwards, my hands were sore.
Oh, yeah.
Just like,
it happens.
I guess I should have sparred, actually. Or meant not.
You don't want to spar with that.
No,
but I should have worked with him a little bit, because my hand was just.
You just need to use the small gloves while you're coming up to a fight. I use small gloves just to get that,
But don't you think it is strange though that you spar with like 14 ounces and then you get right up until your first experience and you've never taken one jab to face with.
But how many you were fighting with 12s, right, or 10s when you were an amateur?
10.
Yeah, but they're made by ringside and they're super protective. Yeah. Versus you put on some Mexican Everlast.
Well, I see a lot of people, even with the pro rap, like they're getting. The 2 inches on the amateur rap. I mean, they're still.
Well, they do that in the pros also. But just that with the pro, in certain states, you can't put tape like as in like which I don't see how that makes really a difference. Like, but then again, I'm not a rapper. So,
I don't.
I don't know.
I'd heard
works.
that you can.
You don't know the fine arts of hand wrapping. So.
No, I don't.
So in Nevada, you can go tape on skin, but in California, you can't go tape on skin first before you put the cloth on.
Yeah.
And then you can't. The film, that.
And you only get what? One wrap, right, of tape.
Yeah, one wrap of tape.
Yeah.
But I mean,
which is a certain amount of feet, about whatever, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's really regulated.
It's people that can wrap a good hand. I mean, if you feel a good hand, it feels like a cast.
Yeah, it really does.
It doesn't. I think that's when we talking about the mixed martial arts fighters and so forth with the UFC fighting with the smaller gloves. Mm-hmm. But like, I think that a lot of mixed martial arts fans are sort of unaware of what the pro
I think that makes a
boxing
big difference.
wrap feels like.
Yeah, they probably think it's just the glove and it's all cushion. That's probably what people think.
Yeah, no.
But in reality, like if you actually, let's see you take a fucking punch when it's like that. Let's see.
Cast. Yeah. Even like warming up fighters, sometimes you feel it on the mitts. Yeah. And it's just it's a thump.
Oh, it goes through, dude. Like you could feel it, especially like in the MX, like Cleto Reyes or MX Everlast.
The Cleto Reyes.
The MX Everlast and Cleto Reyes is pretty much they made the same thing. Horsehair. Yeah, dude. Like you could have after like a couple rounds.
Everybody's doing the same thing. I feel like with the same glove. The trainers are. I mean, I know that I have.
What?
We're like like playing with it.
I do this
break it in the glove. But sitting, you got a trainer sitting on 2 gloves. This is kind of the stuff that goes on in the fights. The trainers are sitting on the gloves and working them in and looking to see when the commission is walking over. And then half the time I don't think the commission cares. So
No, actually, yeah.
Sometimes they
as long as you're not cutting into those things and taking out the horsehair, I think you're
you're straight there.
I grab the glove and I'm like this, and then I'm like trying to feel where my knuckle is at and the thing, and then that's when I'm like doing this. You can feel it. But then they stopped me like, no, don't do that. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I just ended up kept doing that. Yeah. Meanwhile, I had no.
I was working at a fight at the Bonaventure, and the fighter, I don't know, I can't remember his name, but he was punching the wall.
That you see, they stop people from doing that.
Came over and said, "You can't punch the wall."
Yeah.
And
that's what Kovalev used to do, right?
Yeah. Okay. To start.
And then when he fought Ward, they stopped him from doing that. So then I remember he started doing some shit where he's like, like this with the glove on the wall, putting pressure instead on the floor. My bad.
Yeah. Some of this too, I think that little things that the fighter does that make them feel themselves, make them feel better and up to go fight underneath the lights. But I bet if you really, unless somebody's really manipulating, it's probably not doing that much.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do much.
But it makes the fighter feel better.
Not to mention that on these small shows that we're on, it's like,
and then these are used gloves.
Yeah.
Well, they always give me a brand new pair of gloves because Ernie from Everlast, shout out to him. But he fucking
he takes care of a fighter that we have at Jackrabbit. So
okay.
Yeah.
Ernie's a good guy.
Yeah. Ernie's a good guy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love Ernie. I like playing with him. But yeah, it's like I get a brand new pair of gloves and these fuckers have these used ones that Candyman brings. Candyman. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd rather use some.
The B-side guy they fly and uses whatever the promoter has, and if they're leftover ones, well now we just gave him an advantage because he has these nice worn out ones,
exactly.
and I have
they're all
fresh
pushed
ones.
in and shit, and then that's why I like to.
Right.
Looking.
Yeah. I think that everybody, there's always kind of things going on, and for making the fighter feel better and so forth when they have to go out there.
Yeah.
Because it's you're up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But fuck.
It's either you or them, so you take care of yourself.
Of course, yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, right?
So is there anybody that you grew up with? Did you have any rivals in the amateurs or? Anybody that you...
Yeah, actually, there was one main one, Oscar Molina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we fought each other 6 times.
You guys are like right there too.
Yeah.
You've seen each other all the time growing up.
Yeah. 6 times. I think we ended up going 3-3.
Okay.
Yeah, Oscar. I like Oscar. Him and his brother Javi, they're cool as fuck,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like my main rival. It was always like, who's gonna win? That was like the because honestly, like in the amateurs, also like. In the whole Southern California thing, it was like a split up sometimes between like who's gonna win, like the main guys, and it was me and Oscar. So it was a cool little rivalry.
Everybody knows too. I feel like if you have one of the kids that's gonna win, in the LBC 33 that's doing the local boxing club in Southern California that's doing well, and you sort of know who is on that same level, and it's like, hey, don't let them see tape. Like, you're talking about like 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14, 15, 16, and they're not even in the opens yet. And
I wonder if that's changing now that like film is so easy to come by. Everyone has a phone.
Yeah.
Kids are probably wanting to post their stuff.
Dude, I
wonder if dads are telling kids, don't post that. I don't want
when we were going dude. But.
What do you think about boxing? This is kind of crazy that it's a fitness craze now.
It really is.
And we never even cashed in on that, dude.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we're always sort of talk. We privately are always talking about like people in these nice areas of LA that are spending like $35, $40.
I got paid $25 a class to teach West Side, like at a Brentwood like gym to
Remember
teach.
about the girl I told you?
Yeah.
Same thing. She's opening up. I met this girl.
Yeah.
And she's opening up.
Where'd you meet her?
I'd rather not say.
Oh, okay.
Tinder.
I thought it was Bumble. We're looking for new
sponsors.
sponsors.
Bumble. My bad. Bumble. And
they had a Super Bowl sponsor.
Did they have
a biggest sponsor of the podcast?
They had a Super Bowl.
They did have a Super Bowl. I think Serena Williams was the spokesman.
No way.
Isn't she married?
Yeah, I don't know. Just a endorsement.
Right.
Yeah, but she's opening up Mayweather Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Inglewood, and then I guess I'll check that out.
Yeah. We tried. So we were supposed to have the kids. We were supposed to spar at Wild Card. Some kids that we work with, and we went into the Wild Card. But Manny was doing his thing. Pacquiao was.
So they closed the gym down.
The whole gym was closed down.
Yeah.
So and it was later at night. So we ended up going to the Mayweather Boxing Club in the West LA.
The one on
it's like in kind of K-Town area, like around there somewhere.
Is it on K-Town?
Nah, maybe not K-Town. No,
it's by like the La Brea Tar Pits.
By LACMA.
Yeah, I actually went to go work out at the Mayweather gym right there.
Oh, yeah.
She invited me to go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I went to. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't let us in.
Really?
Yeah. We had these kids.
They're like, you need.
Oh, but then that's like it's a whole like fitness gym.
Yeah, we're like, hey,
class and all that. So
can we use a ring?
Do they have a ring there? Is it that kind of gym?
No, they got a ring.
It's a small ring. It's not like a real ring.
It's a Tijuana, a ring you would see in Tijuana, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. 12 by 12, 14 by 14, maybe.
Yeah.
But
that's the kind I'm gonna put in my backyard there.
He's gonna be over here with a camcorder, making brackets, checking weights, making brackets, making the matchups happen.
Free drinks and whoever could go up and fight.
It's not a bad idea. Throw a little smoker back there, yeah.
What are some of the pros that you for people that don't know in Southern California with these guys when they're coming up, they're moving around with a lot of well-known pros on their way up and sparring and so forth.
Boy, LA boxing, dude, we met. Yeah. I met.
No. Who did you move around with? Who have you sparred with in the ring, coming up as a kid and stuff like that?
Well, as a kid, fuck, dude, there's so many I can't even.
Yeah.
Like let me see. I sparred Mikey when I was like 14. He beat the fuck out of me. And then, seeing him now that I'm bigger, that was kind of fun. Okay. And then, let me see who else.
Did you mention it to him?
Nah, because, I've known them from, the amateurs and so,
Yeah.
They probably know that they fucked me up a long time ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
It's just a passing of the guard anyway.
Yeah, like, it's cool. Yeah. Dude, I remember when I was a little kid, Margarito got on his knees to spar with me when I was, like, small. Okay. Oh, that was kind of cool.
Margarito was one of those guys, you'll hear everybody say that they had, a lot of fighters will say that they would die in the ring. Mm-hmm. But I really believe
I think he would.
And Soto Carraz, I feel like that about Soto Carraz.
Dude, I love Soto. Soto was another... Yeah.
He just had his last fight too, right?
Dude, he surprised me. Yeah. Fucking, what was it, the world record?
He broke the world record for most punches thrown in a fight.
3,300, something like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, and wasn't it a 10-rounder too?
So and it was a 10-rounder. That's the crazy part about it. Yeah.
But when I think of guys that are like literally every fighter for the most part says
they would say, but they don't really show it.
But I really believe this Soto Carraz,
Soto and Margarito are two people I believe that really would do it.
Yeah, man. They're made of something that most people.
Brandon Rios also.
I feel like when Brandon got the money because a young Brandon Rios was just.
Oh, he would put it. I think it's just at the weight.
Yeah.
Kind of, he wasn't big enough for the 147s.
Yeah.
I think that's because at 130,
he was an incredible fighter, man.
Killing people.
Yeah.
Well, it was over.
People forget how he was, like you said, how he was doing people. He was going out there.
Dude, he was destroying them.
Yeah. I mean, relentless. I mean,
But he was a strong person at that weight.
Yeah.
Coming up, he's not. You're not really worried about his power anymore.
Yeah. Dude, but he carried, man, in 35 and 40. Miguel Cotto, too, when Miguel Cotto was at those lighter weights.
He started at 40. Yeah. That's when he had that body shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was... We kind of... Mm-hmm. Going up, he kind of lost it, but...
Yeah, well, I mean...
That body shot was fucking deadly, dude.
Yeah.
140, 160 is incredible, span of size.
This fucking Pacquiao dude only 112.
When we talk about some of the alpha males, the guys that have really made him, Floyd, Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, these Miguel Cotto. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but guys that had those multiple weight divisions, they really went out there. People say even with Floyd Floyd was stopping people when he was younger.
Oh, dude, he was a knockout artist back then. At was it 135?
Yeah.
But look who he knocked out, like fucking Diego Corral. Dude, remember that one? Yeah, that was a bad. Yeah. That was bad.
That was. I feel like that was with Floyd fighting.
Coming out.
Yeah. People, two kind of iconic fights you think about with Floyd. I think about the one. There's maybe three. I think about Chicanito. I think about Diego Corrales, and I think about Arturo Gotti being the other one too.
Oh yeah.
Because Arturo
Gotti was the tough guy to beat.
Yeah. I don't think anybody that I knew that knew boxing gave Gotti much of a chance, but
but he was already known to be that tough warrior guy that wouldn't.
With Mickey Ward, right? Yeah, those.
Was it 3 fights, right?
Yeah,
no, 2.
3.
Yeah, 3 fights. Yeah, but. Yeah, what we're talking about, even with Manny, I think Manny's first belt was at
112, right?
Yeah,
or 115,
something crazy like that.
Yeah, but then nobody really knew about him until he came in as a replacement at a 126, right?
No, he was fighting. I thought when he was fighting Marquez, right? Somebody got. He was fighting some guy from Africa, I believe. Okay, when they brought him in as a late replacement, and then Manny. Fucking ripped him apart. And then that's how he gets a look with Marquez for somebody that pulls out.
I think he fought.
Because the first fight with Marquez, I was telling all my friends, I said, man, you gotta wait till you see this guy fight. Yeah. He's beautiful, right? And
but when he first fought Marquez, didn't he already beat Barrera and
I can't. It's hard, man. You were my
Yeah, there's multiple fights with those.
Yeah, but I remember I never heard of Pacquiao till they brought him in as a replacement. Yeah. Like last minute, I think they brought him in like a 1 week replacement. And he fucking destroyed that. And he won the title, I think. Yeah. He won the world title right there.
Yeah.
But that was 122, I think.
The one, yeah. But even to see, it was Shane Mosley, another guy too. He fought Vernon Forster, I think, at 160.
Vernon Forrest?
Yeah, Vernon Forster fought at 160. They get Vernon Forrest.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah. Can you look at Shane Mosley's box rec and see if he fought Vernon?
I know he fought him twice, lost both times. Also in the amateurs.
Yeah. But I thought he fought him as a pro.
No, he did.
Yeah. Okay, twice. But it wasn't at 60. It was
I don't think it was at 160.
No, maybe
I think it was 140. No, 154. Because that's when
he was going.
When Latin Snake Sergio Mora beat Vernon Forrest. Okay. And got the WBC.
Shane Mosley and Vernon Forrest, what they fought, but it doesn't say on BoxRec anymore. So
no, it does. You just have to log in.
Oh yeah, okay.
You have to log in, and then it'll give you like everything.
Yeah. It says the first time it was for the vacant ring welterweight title.
Welterweight, 147.
Yeah, 147. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that's when he beat him, took the belt, and then Sergio Mora beat Vernon Forrest and became world champion. Yeah.
You ever get a chance to move around with Sergio Mora?
Yeah, actually, when he was getting ready for Shane Mosley.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's an awkward kind of guy to move around with, I would imagine, right? Nah, it seems like you brought the heat to him, huh?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this on camera. I'll tell you guys later, but it was fun.
It is what it is.
And that was over in Montebello?
It was, what street is that? Like, by the one in front of the park?
Okay.
I don't fucking remember the name of it.
So many boxing gyms. It's like,
it's I can't remember.
They all end up being
Olympic? Is it Olympic? No. I don't know, but it was his gym at the time, like around there. Yeah. You know, that's where he went. Yeah.
Yeah, Sergio, is he retired now? Or?
Yeah, I think he's a commentator for the Zone, right?
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been enjoying his commentary. I like his points and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, Paulie does. Obviously, Paulie does.
Oh, Paulie's my favorite dude. Yeah. He says it how it is, and I like it.
Yeah. I don't think most people don't disagree with anything that he has to say.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I think Paulie's straightforward because he's always been like that B side.
Yeah.
And he's very outspoken, and he was up there, so he says what the fuck he wants.
Hey, you think about Paulie's jaw got broken against Miguel Cotto. That's when.
Did it?
Yeah, Miguel Cotto broke Paulie's.
I remember that fight. I don't remember
early, like around 3 or 4.
Okay.
And then Paulie wrote it up.
He got messed up.
I didn't know about that.
Like almost hanging.
What was hanging?
Yeah, it was. Shit. It wasn't a good, but he kept. That's when I think that. You look at Paulie and the way he dresses. Yeah, you say, man, this dude's a warrior right here. Yeah, like to go
even if he shows up.
He dresses sharp.
The only person that
has a new hairstyle every time. Yeah, he came out with braids. He came out with braids once, but hair extensions actually. Totally. And then it was just kept on coming undone. Yeah. So his corner, you had to cut him off.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
And then he had like the total like Guido tips look several times.
Paulie obviously could fight. I mean,
he just didn't have that knockout.
Yeah, didn't have.
We were just admiring his hair.
His jab was fucking.
Oh man, he was
one of the best jabs. Yeah.
And he'll run you into a check hook and, you know, and slip you. And,
if he only had that a little bit more pop.
If he had a little bit more pop. To get people to
respect him.
To respect him, exactly. You know, it's hard to, you know, to be,
if you ain't
kept people
about
a little bit more honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Paul, I think too, having Paulie, you know, I see him sometimes working, or I've seen a video of him talking to a young fighter at Gleason's, and just having a guy like that around that knows that, you know, power isn't always going to be the solution or answer.
Yeah.
That, you know, just being around a guy like that.
Yeah, Paulie's the perfect example of that because he was a world champion, but like 2 times, something like that. Dude, he's a perfect example because he couldn't hit, but he'll fucking dance around you.
Yeah, slap the shit out of you. Right. Yeah. So.
There's also a way to make it work, you know, depending on style matchups. Yeah.
Any young kids that you're looking at right now that from the LA area that you?
I kind of fell off with the whole amateur thing, you know.
It's so hard to.
But there's a couple guys that you know I see like on Instagram and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this kid's pretty good, but you know I don't know their names or anything, but you know, I see some kids, some good ones out there, like some really good ones, but.
Yeah, it's hard. It's also the kids that stick with it, like as you know.
Yeah. A lot of people fall off.
Yeah, saying discipline.
Yeah.
Even you, I mean,
me and even Ivan when he went to prison. My homie Ivan when he went to prison, you know, we fell off. Leo kept on going. Look at him now. Yeah. It happens. But I see some really good ass kids. Yeah. As a matter of fact, your gym, right?
Yeah,
I don't. You see, I don't know names, but like on Instagram, I seen them.
There's a lot of good kids. There's a lot of good kids at the gym.
So you seen them? You've seen them through Instagram?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's his name. I don't know which is the one with the little fro.
Ashton Silk.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
He's it's bringing these kids up at the right time and so forth. He's very, very sharp and learning his craft and keeping him disciplined and so forth, keeping him motivated, and then keeping his body healthy. I mean, even with you,
you don't want to put him in too many wars because then that's gonna fuck him up. And he's gonna get him tired of boxing. Yeah, me growing up, because it was, you know, like I said, it was a few of us growing up, right? Like I was always the big one. Like while Ivan and Leo were at 85 pounds, I was already at 119. So I was always the big guy. But then, you know, there was nobody for me to spar. I can't spar them. Yeah. So I had to spar the guy that we had, Saul, which is a 165 pounder. That's who I fucking grew up sparring. He was at fucking 18. I was 13. Oh man. Imagine that, dude. Yeah. But
it happens because it's hard for young guys coming up too, especially too because you want to be able to, you know, have your time where you see other kids that are showing out that are 85 facing another guy that's 80. Yeah. And then, you know, all of a sudden you're like, I gotta move with the 165er today. Like, hey, I want to feel good.
Coach, that's one thing that.
How was the height though with that kid?
I think he was at that time. Well, I ended up being taller because he was short. He was like maybe like 5'7", and your boy actually fought him a couple times. Sean fought him.
Oh yeah. When they were 150.
Yeah, Estrada.
Sean I think stopped him, dude. Yeah, but because
Sean
of that fucking height, and you know, Sean's
he'll be on the podcast soon.
Yeah, we're thinking about Sean too. Is the LA prospects, you know, that everybody was so high on, but I felt like, you know, obviously his career didn't take off the way that I thought it was going to take off.
You know who's one guy from like back in the day that I thought was going to be a fucking star, and then you know, I never really heard much about Victor Pasillas.
Oh, you know,
we were saying the same thing.
Listen, I talked to Vic. Ashton might go work with Vic Pasillas for a camp that he's starting.
He's still fighting?
Yeah, he's still fighting. He was with Cameron Duncan, and I heard that, I don't know exactly, but I heard that maybe Cameron's health was deteriorating, but I don't know. That's kind of what I had heard, and I know that he had left this promotional company, got re-signed to somebody else, but he's still fighting. He's I think when he's 13-0 or something like that.
Because he was a bad motherfucker. I always thought this was gonna be like right away.
People used to show up, you know. He'd come out there and he'd have the pro outfit on, and I mean,
he beat me up before in sparring.
Really?
Yeah. He beat up a lot of people.
He beat up a lot of people.
I won't worry about it.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen him lose.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure he has a couple of losses, but I don't think I've ever seen him lose.
He controls his distance all the time. Like, it just, even watching him work, when he was with Robert Garcia for a little bit, and they were leaking some sparring footage.
Well, back when he was in Oxnard, right?
Yeah, back when he was in Oxnard.
That's like the last time I ever seen anything of him. Yeah.
He's in Northern California now, working with, I know that he was working with the Snack guys, with Victor Conti for his strength and conditioning, and then he's working with, I want to say the trainer's name is Brian, and he had Willie Monroe It's hard.
When was his last fight? Do you know?
Vic was up, I think, in last September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that.
I haven't seen it since like Top Rank days. Probably last time.
That's
he was with Top Rank.
Yeah, but Victor, dude. Yeah. Seeing him back then, I used to think this motherfucker is. Yeah. Like he's it. Like he was the baddest motherfucker out there.
Yeah, he was the baddest dude from LA at that time. Yeah, yeah. The Born and Bred documentary is what most.
He's in it too. Yeah.
He's little kid in it, right?
Yeah. I think it's hard because if Vic gets the right look, and it just stays active, and then keeps the kind of
Yeah. How is he now though? Like skills wise, is he still?
Oh no, he's still hard, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because you're talking about a guy that does is constantly has his distance at mind. He's probing you. He's giving you different looks. He's waiting for you to get within distance. And Vic is a counter puncher boxer. Yeah. So and
I remember he could punch. But I think when I saw his pro record around that time when he was
he only has 5 or 6 knockouts.
Yeah, like it was very low.
But it's another thing too. You got a guy that I think he's coming down to 26, but maybe he should be at 19 or but is getting up in weight sometimes around 147, 152. But but it's I'm sure when the time comes. It's also knowing too. I think he stepped away from boxing for a little bit.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I heard something like that.
But
that's why I thought he was done.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as a fighter that I think everybody should from Southern California at that particular time, and not just also, I think he had the most national titles, right?
It was that there was so very little tournaments to actually go and win titles. I think back in our day it was only like 3 tournaments you could win nationals at. Yeah, and then like growing up, once we were like towards the end of our amateur career, like there was like maybe 4 or 5. Yeah. They started adding them. It was like, oh shit.
Now you don't.
Now there's too many fucking many.
Everybody's a national champion.
Everybody's like 30-time national champion. Like, when the fuck all these come?
In the amateur game, they overused it.
Back in the day, you couldn't go to nationals unless you were in the senior division. Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah. That was bullshit. Like, so when we were 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, we couldn't go to nationals. Yeah.
What do you think about with AIBA taking away the headgear? You know about this?
Yeah. I think it's
horrible.
Yeah, I think the fights end with cuts that shouldn't have ended that way, and
I think on YouTube I saw a video of some kid for these last Olympics. I think he was like one of those hopefuls that they thought was gonna make it. He didn't get to go because he got cut. Really bad. So they didn't let him fight, and it's like, come on. Dude,
I went to the 2013? With the first year they took away the headgear. The Nationals 14 maybe 15
somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I went to that, but I remember Renato Gamez. You know this kid is?
Yeah, that's who's fighting my homie Ivan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're fighting each other this weekend, Saturday.
Oh, that should be a good fight.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, both those kids can go. Huh? Both. Yeah.
Where's that show at?
Fantasy Springs.
All right.
Yeah.
So Golden Boy show.
Golden Boy on the Zone. It's gonna be the first fight on the Zone.
Are they both with Golden Boy or?
I think. Only Gomez is now. I think they released Ivan, but I think they're working with him again because he started getting into trouble. Yeah. Also, so, but I think they're working with him again.
But that does even. Charles Huerta was in a position.
Yeah, same one. And after he knocked out Ivan, they got him.
Yeah. So
he's the one that knocked out Ivan.
Yeah. And I think Charles Huerta beat Carlos in
I thought so too.
In the forum.
It was close. Those drops, I think, did it for me. Yeah. But Charles is good. He's strong, dude. He's always been good.
Yeah. He's always been good, man. Even as a kid, he was. He's another guy. Got a great signing bonus from Golden Boy back in the day. Yeah, that's what.
They must have had all that money back then.
I think this is when they first launched Golden Boy. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what years it would have been. Probably around.
I heard different from a lot of people that were Golden Boy that they weren't really releasing money at all.
Oh, now they're not releasing any money. But back in the day, they weren't releasing money either?
Yeah, they were very, very stingy. Okay. But this is just what they tell me, so I don't know. Yeah. But I do know that Frankie got a big, was it like 300,000 something like that? Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think that's when they started becoming stingy after they realized that was not a good plan.
For the viewers that don't know what AIBA is, that's like the I don't even
International
Boxing Association
International
AIBA,
Amateur Boxing.
Yeah, it's international.
AIBA.
Amateur boxing.
They're the ones that are putting the rules, and they've taken away the headgears for the amateurs and the national tournaments. And
if you're right.
In Opens division, which is and also in the international tournaments. But I was working that when I was working that, I was seeing all these kids bleed all over the place, and it was.
We don't know. I think it might be on. No, I don't know. I think it's gonna be on Fox Sports 1, dude.
Oh, so the first time you've been on television, or?
No, I've been on TV already, but
CBS.
Sports CBS Sports, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
yeah, but I think it's gonna be on Fox Sports 1, so that'd be pretty cool. If everybody...
You're sure your fight's gonna be on?
That's the thing, though. They like in the last the Broner Pacquiao card, all the undercards, like the prelims or whatever you want to call it, were on Fox Sports 1. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw all of them.
Switch over,
from the 4-rounders to all the undercards. They showed it. So then it's the main card that you have to pick.
Wait, you saw him on TV, or you saw him
on Fox Sports 1?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wish I was going to the fight, and I would be, but I think I'm going to be in New York for St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Oh, you would.
So yeah, it's kind of a standing tradition. And I'll go and we saw a couple fights there 2 years ago, and we followed up last year, so we might do it again.
Oh well, they're gonna put
Mick Conlon's gonna fight over at the Madison Square Garden Hulu Theater. And so we'll probably go to that.
I heard he sells that out.
Oh yeah, it's wild. There's so many Irish in New York that show up.
They sell out Madison Square. Huh?
The Hulu Theater.
Wow. Oh, the Hulu Theater. I've never.
But it's still a good little venue. It's like similar to the Microsoft Theater. Like
that's still as far as people for him to be bringing in that many people.
I went to a show at the Barclays.
I went to that for when Leo fought Frampton the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there. That place is pretty big. Yeah.
Guillermo Rigondeaux's and Leo's, or is that what's going on? Rigondeaux signed with.
He fought on the Caleb Plant card.
Yeah.
But he won first round. Quick. I got there right after the shit was over. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to see. The whole
that's the same thing.
He fought like a really.
I mean, it was.
But it was surprising to see one of the best boxers.
Yeah. To get that kind of look,
who of recent, one loss, right? Just one was a loss.
That was a bad loss.
Yeah, it was a bad loss.
Yeah.
I think the size.
He looks like he doesn't want it anymore.
I was literally gonna just say that right there. Yeah, the size.
The size. I mean, and when you see Guillermo Rigondeaux in person, he's tiny. He's a tiny dude. Yeah. But obviously, I think that it was just the size.
Yeah.
So, but not.
Might have been different if you respected his power. But.
Especially how Loma went about it, because he went about it in a very physical way. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like he was out, it was like, I'm going to physically put my presence on you, and then I'm going to start, then I'm going to start breaking you down. So it wasn't one of these things. It's hard to see him have kind of one of those moments where,
I actually thought Rigo was going to win that fight.
Yeah, I did too. I thought, you think about Rigondeaux and obviously his story.
That was by far my favorite amateur fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would see him since I think the first time I saw him fight was like the 2004 Olympics.
Okay.
Because at that time, I think we were in Kansas City for a national tournament. Uh-huh. So we were with the whole thing, we would all go watch the fights. Yeah. And I was like, who the fuck is this? And then that's always been I would always see him.
Yeah, Rigondeaux.
Him and the guy that Amir Khan lost to in the Olympics, Mario Kindelin, something like that.
Oh, I think
that was another guy that was. Those two guys were
like. What country is that?
Cuba.
Cuba.
Two Cubans, yeah.
Yeah, the Cubans had.
They're always fucking top notch. Yeah.
It's funny because I don't remember. Obviously, Islari Lara was fighting back, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember him either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was certain Cubans you were like
Guillermo's Rigondeaux, and then look up that guy Mario. Just look up the guy that Amir Khan lost to in the Olympics. Okay. I think his name is Mario Kindelin.
So Terrence Crawford.
We're talking about Errol Spence. Yeah. Whether or not, so you give.
I'll give Errol because again the size.
The size.
Yeah. And I don't see Terrence. All right. So the way I see it, I think if Lamont Peterson couldn't do shit to Errol, I think. Crawford ain't gonna be able to do it either because I think they're pretty similar in certain ways. The way I see it.
Yeah, with me, I got Terrence Crawford.
Really?
Yeah, I did got.
Why?
Because I think that when just looking at fighters and so forth, and you got these guys that are making adjustments that I don't really understand Terrence Crawford. He's like kind of a freak, like.
No, he adjusts very well.
Like almost like a Roy Jones Jr. where he's doing such he's thinking in ways that
and he's smart. But thing is that we still haven't had to see Errol Spence do that because nobody's ever brought it out of him.
Yeah,
he's going in there destroying everybody. If the way he's fighting, working to destroying everybody, he doesn't need to show it. I think
how Terrence got on supposedly is that Cameron Duncan had talked to Mikey Garcia and asked Mikey Garcia, "Is there anybody that I don't know about that I should sign?" And he said, "There, just to credit to Mikey Garcia, said, well, there's this guy in the amateurs that I fought. I think they were 1-on-1 with each other, but I don't know. I don't, But basically said, yeah, go have a look at Terrence Crawford. Had a look at Terrence Crawford, and Terrence is in the, obviously.
Oh, well, look at him. That's his star. Is he still signed with Cameron?
I don't. It's so hard to know what's going on with people who they're signed with, but just to think about even that. But I do think it's it's a fight that the general boxing public wants to see.
It's made within hopefully a year.
Yeah.
What needs to happen though, as far as management goes, with
that's gonna
Top Rank and PBC coming to the table together?
I think it's just I think the only thing that's stopping it is the Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to use that.
Well, Bob too. I mean, he doesn't necessarily want Terrence Crawford to.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not to.
Once maybe let's just say the Keith Thurman and Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Once then it'll be the fight to make, because right now it's not that everybody wants to see it, but it's not mandatory that because Errol has so many options over here. Yeah. Mainly the main one, which is Keith Thurman. Yeah. Which we've been waiting for.
How do you think that Keith Thurman looked against Lopez?
Not good.
Yeah, not good. Yeah.
Yeah. But coming off of two surgeries, right?
Coming off 2 surgeries, the time off.
It's expected.
Yeah.
But
I just don't know if his name should be, mentioned amongst the.
Not right now.
Not right now.
I think they need to maybe
get him another right look, maybe.
Yeah.
Not to say that nothing.
But eventually he needs to fight Spence pretty soon.
They could probably put him on? I think they're gonna make him fight Sean Porter first.
Yeah.
Because remember when he vacated the WBC, he has that. As soon as he wants to fight for the WBC, he's the first person.
And then Porter's fighting Ugas.
Ugas is good.
Yeah, well, he's got a awkward timing to him.
That body work.
It almost
body work.
It seems like he whips it yeah. It's like when you think about those guys that are let their hands go, and it's like they're letting their hands go simultaneously at the same time. I think. Yeah. Leo is kind of like that too. Leo Santa Cruz is like that too. The way that they
throw.
Yeah, the way that they throw. Yeah. It's not like a. Yeah. It's like someone's kneading. Yeah. So it should be a good fight.
I think Ugas gives Errol problems.
Oh, okay.
I think he does. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna beat Sean Porter though.
Yeah,
I think that Sean Porter is too physical. Too strong. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna give him problems. I think that's why they threw him at Porter instead of Errol.
With Sean Porter especially, he doesn't, depending on the ref, if a ref is going to let Sean Porter be Sean Porter, anybody can have a hard night with him. It's just...
I think so too.
And then Sean Porter too, he is...
he used to fight at 165, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I think Sean might have fought him.
Really?
Yeah. They were the same weight division. Same times. Yeah, they might have fought. When I used to see him, he used to have his little braids.
Yeah, because he was playing football, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he played football, but when I used to see him in national tournaments, he fought at 165. He was always a short, but stocky.
Sean can box, or Porter can box too. People don't think that he can do it, but it's like one of these things is of course, because of how he's built and so forth.
He could bully you around.
Yeah, you saw it. And then, man, he does. Even with the Thurman fight, I thought, I thought that maybe it was a draw or
with the Thurman.
Yeah, I can't. It's so hard to remember what.
You know what? I think
did they draw or
no Thurman won.
Thurman won. Yeah, I thought it was a very close fight, much closer.
I think he probably could have got it. Yeah, it was. Yeah. But then even with the Danny Garcia one, that was. They're too close.
Yeah, too close. Yeah.
I think with both of those fights, it could have gone either way. I wouldn't have said shit.
Yeah.
I would have just.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What did you think about when Caleb Plant fought?
Oh, dude, I thought he was a moose.
Yeah, me too, man. I told everyone.
Did you see the odds?
Yeah, no.
Well, it was
it
was for I don't know.
Uzakati?
I don't know how to say his name,
but he can fight. He can fight.
Yeah,
Uzakati can fight.
Yeah, dude, I was like, and then my homie Hyman, he's like, hey, should I put? Because he lives in Vegas. He's like, should I put money on him? I'm like, I wouldn't. I think this was gonna knock him out.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna get stopped. So
he fucking made him look bad.
If Caleb would have looked, like I said, we said this in the last podcast, if Caleb would have been sharp another 2 rounds, I would have been signing off on him big time. Like, saying like, man, this guy's But the fact is, he kind of faded after the 6th. I mean,
no, he did, but he still fucking. He didn't take really no punishment, did he?
Nah. Well, hey.
There was one round, right?
But he's one of the slickest white boys I've seen in a long time. That I
would say the slickest. To be honest.
Who's the other guy?
I can't think of somebody else. At the fight, me and my friends that was with, we were actually like. When's the last time you seen like a really good?
Oh, the one that sparred,
fight?
the one from the sparred Floyd, Jesse Reed used to
That's who we brought up.
Paul Spatafor, Spatty.
Yes, we brought him up.
Spatty's the other one. He's
isn't there videos of him sparring?
Floyd Mayweather. So,
do you know who that is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Spatty could definitely.
Yeah, but he had no pop either, right?
Yeah, he had no pop. Yeah. So, good fighter though.
So is that a trend here? You said Paulie has no pop. You said Spatafor has no pop. You said Caleb has no pop.
I don't. No. In all fairness, didn't Caleb dropped Jose in the fight?
Huh?
He dropped Jose in the fight.
Yeah, twice.
Okay.
One of them was off balance. One of them, it was.
They were perfectly timed, good shots.
That's all it really takes when you.
People were saying that Andre Ward didn't have pop, but Andre Ward was dropping a lot of people in the amateurs, and it just he played I think he picked and chose.
Yeah. Like he picks his you know what really I always liked Andre Ward as a fighter. Yeah. One of the greatest to me. But the fight that really got me convinced with him was when he beat the bigger Chad Dawson.
Oh yeah.
He went up and he made him quit. Yeah, dropped him. How many times did he drop?
I dropped him twice and then maybe one more time. But Chad didn't want nothing more to do with it.
Exactly. There, I was like.
And remember Chad Dawson at that time?
He was a killer.
He was a killer.
Yeah.
People were signing off.
He took his heart.
Floyd it took his soul that night. Floyd just signed off on him and said that when Floyd retired, when his dad was training Chad Dawson, he said that.
Was he training him?
Yeah, for a little bit, and then he ended up with the guy out in the East Coast. I can't remember his name for that fight against Andre Ward. He's with
I don't know.
but Chad, man.
That's the fight where I was like, Andre Ward's the real deal.
Yeah, he's.
I can't see anybody beating him.
Yeah, the Super 6.
Super 6 tournament.
Yeah. But a lot of times during the Super 6, I wasn't like my friend.
That was like the weirdest tournament. Weren't they switching like opponents out or something like that? I didn't get that.
Didn't take a long time to finish because of. Just
somebody got Arthur Abraham hit,
but he stayed in there.
But no, Arthur Abraham hit. Was it one of the Durrell? Wasn't Durrell? Was the other? Was like I can't remember.
Who was in it?
But there was some injury. Jermaine Taylor ends up getting in it. Arthur Abraham, Kessler.
Was it Frotch?
It was Frotch and Kessler in it. Andre Ward's in it, and there's something. Durrell, but
then they started switching people out, and
there was somebody else that were missing. I know that was in it, but got a really bad injury. And it's kind of a while ago. But
I didn't like that tournament because of that. That was too confusing.
How about that recent one that they did? I think this one was Schaefer's project. The Super Series.
That's not Schaefer though. I think that's like a whole nother like a bunch of businessmen that just decided to do that. The one where Usyk won
and then they had two divisions. I forget which the other one was.
Well, they're already on part 2 right now. We have the 118s. And the 140s, which I think, dude, you guys need to see this fight. I think I already got set up for like May 12th or something. It's Josh Taylor from Scotland, which is a bad motherfucker, versus Ivan Branchik from Belarus.
You seen Josh Taylor fight?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's fucking good.
Gotta look him up.
He's a good fighter, bro.
He actually stopped Titre. Or wait, did he stop or decision him?
I can't. It's so hard for me. Like, cause do you ever think about the amount of time it is to keep up with all these?
See, this is I love boxing, I'm usually especially like in that weight division in 140. I want to fight there, so these are the guys I want to fight. So I pay attention to these guys a little more. But then when you see a bad motherfucker, it's like you need
You know who I saw Mike McCallum. You know Mike McCallum?
Mike McCallum.
See, he fought like he stopped Julian Jackson in his day, but he's
before my time.
But I seen him and he trains Jesse Vargas. But
okay, I know who you're talking about.
But I was in Vegas and I saw him and it was cool to see Jesse. But I walked right up to Mike McCallum but I know what it's like. You're looking at the fighters and especially the ones that you thought were like doing their thing. Yeah.
Dude, but that fight you guys need to watch it. Like I said, I don't remember. I know it's in May, but it's a second round of the
We'll look it up and we'll put it in the show notes.
And the other, because now there's 4. It's Relic versus Prograis.
Oh yeah, okay.
Regis Prograis is another guy I'm really sold on.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There's some about him that he's one of these guys that you can't. He does everything good, but it's that power, it's that equalizer.
Just like Teofimo.
Yeah,
you keep stepping him up in opposition, and he's knocking him down. Like he's beating the fuck out of everybody.
Teofimo looked incredible this last fight.
Well, they said that it was
really get a chance to
Errol Spence was the first guy they started talking about. Like that's the person to watch out for. Look at him, he's world champion. Saying the same thing about Regis Prograis and now Teofimo. It's like these guys are good, and they could possibly fight each other one day. Yeah. All three of them.
Teofimo is 5. Well, how tall is he out of curiosity?
I think he's like 5'8".
Okay.
At 135 pounds. He has a frame to go to maybe not 147, maybe, but 140 for sure.
That his catch and counter and the amount of authority that he
and
throws
he's so
it with.
Calm. That's the thing. His calmness. It's like he's been doing it all his life.
I was somebody had asked me about him, and I just sort of prematurely was saying, well, you know how it is. If you'd be like, well, I don't know, but it appears that he's like this is what I said during the last podcast. It appears that he's a real deal.
Yeah.
And then with Amanda, that was a performance.
Yeah.
I mean, because both those brothers can fight.
Yeah.
They both know what they're doing. I thought he was doing a good when he first came out. I was thinking, watching the little adjustments that were going on, I said, okay, we're in for a fight. And seeing him have that kind of performance, and to walk away. You follow in any of the stuff that's going on between Ryan Garcia and who's Ryan Garcia calling out right now on Instagram?
What, Pacquiao?
Yeah.
No.
That kid needs to just
Devin Haney.
Oh yeah.
I think Devin Haney put hands on him.
Yeah.
I think they fought a few times, but I think Devin Haney, from what I see, performance-wise, I think Devin Haney.
Just the other day, I saw a face-off picture. Was that?
I don't know.
Was that
probably
something?
Devin is more along with his craft. I mean, he's a real contender. When they said that Devin was a contender, he's a contender.
From them, I think it's Teofimo and Devin Haney that are really gonna do anything. Ryan,
they should probably right now,
but they need to baby the fuck out of him even more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's got a long road ahead. I think 2 or 3 years in this.
Yeah.
See how
unless
he does.
De La Hoya starts paying the. Money handles everything. They'll get him a title, world title, not fighting any of the top 10. Yeah. Well, the real top 10, because you could pay. Which is funny because Baba got in trouble for De La Hoya himself. Really?
Back in the year to pay a fine to get De La Hoya within title contention. But if you're not to say that, just to clarify. Oscar as a young Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia, 2 different people. Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya was certified as a young killer. Ryan Garcia, I think he's learning his craft.
So many mistakes. Somebody that could actually that knows their shit.
That knows what they're doing.
They're gonna pick them apart.
They're gonna pick them apart.
Yeah.
But
Devin Haney easily. Maybe you see that, and they fought, they beat each other, whatever. But Devin Haney's been
working on his craft. I've seen videos with him.
Good sparring.
With Spadafora sparring. I see him sparring with Sean Porter. Now, obviously, these guys are, working. They're pros. They know how to work. Yeah. They're working on what they need to work.
But just sparring with them, it's a big learning experience.
Learning with these type of guys.
Ryan's probably not doing that. He's probably just over here sparring. Dude, I see so many videos of Ryan sparring, but it's like, who the fuck are you sparring, dude? These are a bunch of bums that you're knocking out. Yeah. Like, that doesn't look good. Like,
the guy from Vegas gives him a hard
time. In sparring quality since his new trainer, though, right?
Nobody knows who he's sparring, though.
Yeah, they don't know. It's not like he's getting the same kind of looks that Devin was getting.
Yeah.
Devin, and then who is the guy from TMT or whatever, not in the gym. I don't think he signed to TMT. That him and Devin had gone on. There's a sparring between.
Gervonta?
No, not Gervonta. I can't remember his name. But there was kind of I'm sorry. It was Ryan Garcia. It's Ryan Garcia sparring.
What's his name? The Rolly.
Rolly, yeah. When I was in Vegas, I asked about Rolly, and they said that he's a wild man, basically. like they're saying, he loves to fight, So, but you're seeing him not being able to deal with that pressure, and that's
I see when somebody is in a pro fight that could take the hit, could dish it back. He's gonna fucking run Ryan over. That's the way I see it.
I thought a lot of times
I don't see that happening with Devin or with Teofimo.
They were forcing the break with Ryan Garcia in some of these fights.
What do you mean?
In his pro fights, when the hands were free, I thought the ref was jumping the gun a little bit and not let it.
Well, they gotta take care of him.
Everyone's got
That's the next golden goose, I guess you could say.
Well, the guy, I guess at Barclays,
Which one?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
I guess they like just the applause. You know, there was just something crazy that it was based. The kid's a star.
Well, yeah. Fucking how many followers? Like 1 million something. Yeah, dude is he a star? Yeah, he's a star.
He's a star, but he's not.
But this is to the average boxing fan. If you put him, if you really talk to people that know boxing and all that, they're gonna say the same thing. Like he's not ready. Yeah. To the average boxing fan that doesn't know shit, like you know, like these.
I feel bad because sometimes I'll run across civilians of people that don't really have anything to do with boxing. And they'll ask me, and I'll say, well, to really be honest with you, I don't.
They think you're a hater.
Yeah, they think I'm a hater.
I know boxing.
Other people you'd be saying that about aren't in the conversation yet because they don't have
the fame.
They don't. Yeah, I'll say, well,
known of that.
It's like he makes a bunch of videos. He got his fame, which is perfect. Right. Good for you. Like that's good. But these guys that are a million times better than you aren't getting.
Then he looks like he could be on a novella. I mean,
somebody told me that supposedly offered him like a $2 million or $3 million contract to be a Calvin Klein model.
Oh, well, sorry.
Because he wore the underwear in his last weigh-ins.
Crazy.
Somebody told me that.
I think he's doing all these things right. I mean,
no, he is, but now he needs to.
But he's gonna have to. He needs to learn his craft.
I
mean, no matter what. Otherwise, this is a game that you can't stay protected.
Not forever.
I mean,
eventually it's gonna happen, and he might get beat the fuck up bad.
Yeah.
And that's probably gonna be the last time you ever hear from because. If you're making all this money over here, you don't have to get hit again.
Who do you think that's going to be that does that to him? Man?
That's a lot of. They better keep it away from Teofimo. That name shouldn't come out of Ryan's mouth at all.
No, hell no.
Wait, he called Teofimo?
He was calling. I think he had put.
He'll call everybody out.
Yeah, he was calling it. But they said they've rung him. They've definitely reeled him in.
Well, it's because they're all coming in at the same time. Yeah. So it's like they want to see that fight happen, but that fight will not happen for like. Easily a few years once, like at least one of them is world champion or something like that.
If I was training Ryan, I would say 3 to 4 years, to learn your. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I think the Canelo's trainer is going to do a good job with them, a much better job than his father. But it's whether or not.
It's just he doesn't show much. Even his last fight, he didn't show much. Yeah. To me, it's not convincing me.
Yeah.
Like when I say convinced.
No, I get it. You don't see a fighter in them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Like I see it in Teofimo. I see it in Devin. I see it in them completely. 100.
You see a certain even when people talk about Devin. Yeah. There's a certain temperament that Devin has when he's fighting, but you can also see he's mean.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind.
He reminds me of Floyd.
Yeah,
that's where
he can be nasty if he has to be nasty. He can box if he wants to be boxed. He's not afraid to let his hands go when he steps in. He's responsible defensively. He knows when to work his offense. He's a very developed fighter compared to Ryan Garcia. They're night and day.
Because Ryan, all he does is jab, try to catch
a hook.
Yeah.
Anybody that stay on the telephone and get ready to
continue watching all these young lads for years to come in the future and see how that plays out. But is there anything you'd like to let the viewers know? Where can they follow you? And
you guys can follow me on Instagram at F_ROD48. And March 16th, I'll be fighting. Chances are it's going to be on Fox Sports 1, so y'all should tune in and check it out. Because I'm getting fucking ready.
In Jerry's world, it's going to be fun.
I'm hoping to knock somebody the fuck out. It's been a while.
Well, that's why they want to tune in. So you keep knocking them out. Your followers as you keep growing.
Yeah.
So. Thanks for watching this second episode. We're gonna have more people on the show. We got Sean Estrada coming up. We have a few other guests that are already on our calendar. We're really excited for it. We hope you enjoyed this. Check out this kid. Keep watching him. He's gonna be a good fight coming up in Dallas, and we're looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. Tune in.